You're listening to Not So Live from Asteroid G. I'm Mike Finkelstein. Join with me, as always, is...
Josh Schaefer Esquire.
Perfect. Joining us in the booth today is, as before...
Rebecca Finkelstein.
And, as well, Josh's wife...
Wait, I'm married?
Apparently not
I
anymore.
don't remember signing no papers.
Sure you do, because remember they asked if we were cousins.
Yeah, we are.
What's your name?
Josette Schaefer.
So since you're new to the show, we have a little tradition that we always like to do. We are going to look for your top 5 anything at all.
I completely forgot about that one.
Yep, anything at all. Give us your top 5, whatever it is you like.
First, anything by Don Bluth.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, seafood.
Just like shellfish or anything, like fish in general?
Anything seafood.
Okay. Number 3.
Gross.
Number 3, naps.
Naps.
That was also Becky's. You had to do a different one.
No, that was her number 2.
Girl
He doesn't have to.
Girl knows what she likes.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't have said that if I said that my top 5 included Hawkman.
Well, we know that's a bullshit lie.
It's an absolute lie. I'm just saying, if I'd said Hawkman, you would be like, that was on mine, you can't have that.
I would say that.
You would not. You would be like, someone else likes Hawkman, yay!
There's 3 of us.
There are all 3 of you. Number
There's
4
at least 10 of you.
on Facebook.
Number 4, Shadow the Colossus.
Like that game, huh?
The video game, yes. It is my all-time favorite.
Interesting, because I couldn't get into that game, and I really couldn't get into the Castlevania game that was trying to ape on that, but more on that later. Number 5.
Number 5, writing.
Writing. You're a big writer.
Oh, I think it said writing. I was like, what are you writing?
You later.
Harley's. She's a big hog person.
I mean,
I wasn't implying that, but if you want to
Thanks.
go with it.
I mean, we do hog tie you from time to time, so...
Hello.
I mean, it's silk rope. It's Japanese. Very nice.
Very sensual.
Yes, there's
Doesn't
a certain
fuel.
aesthetic to it.
Aesthetic.
This is what married nerds do.
I got a visual.
It's a good visual.
Keep that in your brain, Mike.
Hot pink.
So much hair.
I know. Like caught, and then you try and untie it, and it just like pulls.
So pink.
No, it's like that bondage tape that only sticks to itself.
No, but the hot pink rope is a good call. Anyway, so since we have 4 people around here, some of who may actually know some of these shows, I figured it was a good time to actually cover a topic we've been wanting to do for a little while and couldn't actually come up with anything for it so far. So let's discuss Power Rangers and Voltron and all the other giant mech shows, because, I mean, let's be honest, I know like 0 about anime purposely because anime sucks.
Boo.
But other people actually like anime. They're wrong, but they like it. So, so I figure we can actually talk about that.
We
So,
can talk about like the Gundams and
Gundam,
Gundam.
which is literally all I know about that is the fact that it's called Gundam. That's it.
Also, if you call it Gundams, Josette apparently cringes real hard.
Cringes really hard. Like I could see she wanted to get up and walk away from the table.
Just a little. The urge to flip the table was there.
That's awesome. Love it. So I mean, I don't know like historically where like the whole mech genre started and what came first. I just know that my first exposure to mech anime in general was Voltron, which is the American one from the 80s and was a bastardized version of Beast King Go Lion, which was darker and not entirely meant for kids unless Japanese people raise their kids very differently than we do, which maybe. So what are your guys' thoughts on Voltron? The old one, the new one, the original anime. If there's some other mech show you want to talk about instead, just let me know. But where are we sitting with this?
So for Voltron, we have to first recognize that the original Japanese one versus the bastardized US version of it are 2 completely different beasts.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Wink.
Yeah, Go Line was far superior.
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen of Go Lion, I like. Plus, it's just fun to say Beast King Go Lion, which is fantastic. But of course, the Japanese show, like what we got that we called Voltron, which was really 3 different Voltrons, Because we had the lion one, and then there was like cars and samurai, three mechs that go together. Those were 3 completely unrelated shows in Japan. Because I might not watch the shows, but I know about them. All the anime knowledge I have, that's so wasted on me. Anyway, but yeah, the Voltron, whatever you want to call it, from Japan had very different plot lines and was much darker, and characters died that didn't die in the American version. They just got like the flu and then disappeared for a few episodes. How much of Beast King did you guys watch?
I watched all of it.
Yeah? Yeah?
Mhm.
And?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah?
It was pretty neat.
I liked it a lot.
Really? Would you say that's the Japanese mech show you like the best, or is there something you like better?
Voltron is cool. I like Gigantor a lot.
Is that a real thing? You're not just messing with me?
Yeah, it's real.
Because it sounds like you're just adding Tor to a word and hoping I don't call you out on it. And I will totally call you out on it.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Look, here's a picture. It's a big silver robot.
Oh my god, it really is a thing. It looks like what Japan heard about Iron Man and decided to try and make their own version of it and failed. Giant weird metal suit. It's really bad. Because there's a history of like anime mechs, things like Neon Genesis Evangelion, which if you want to talk about that, I'm happy to, although it sucks. And
it was good until the last few episodes.
No, it wasn't.
I liked the ending. I actually was not to segue, but I was actually angry that they felt the need to make a second ending to.
Oh, where it got super rapey?
Well, no, they made a second ending because fans got angry. It's like, no, stick to your guns, like.
And then a third ending to try and explain the second ending. And now I think they're rebooting it again because that's what Japan does with anime. We have this version. Let's make it again. I don't know. I didn't mind Neon Genesis for the first few episodes when it was set up and you were getting into the story. It's one of the few anime I actually have watched all the way through, and maybe this is why I don't like anime. But by about episode 8 or 9, like after they went to the spa and did the hot tubbing, that was like episode 8 or so, I think.
The spa trope.
That was pretty much the only time that you actually saw the characters relaxing outside of dealing with the angels and the mechs and all that. And then afterwards, it's just like, okay, episode starts, suddenly we have to go fight things. Episode starts, suddenly we have to go fight things. There was no downtime. You get a show like most other long-form entertainment, so Buffy or any of those, and you get episodes where you have to fight stuff, but then you also get like a lot of downtime between the big fights where you just get to bond with the characters. And I never felt like you really got to bond with any of them because you've got shows I actually did watch it, Shinji and Asuka and Rei.
Yep.
And you learn stuff about them, but it's all within the context of, oh, I have to go and I have to fight and I have to be unwilling to fight and then I have to fight and now I doubt myself and then I fight again.
Yep.
So it got tedious after a while.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge Evangelion fan personally.
Thank you.
But
and not just because the 2 endings suck?
No, it's just like mech anime is not really my thing.
It's a good thing we're talking about this on a podcast.
Yeah, then. Like I appreciate for what it is to the genre, I guess, but I like more of the, I guess, adventure type, like Cowboy Bebop, obviously, Berserk.
Josette, where are your thoughts on the matter? What's the show you like if you're not liking Beast King Go Lion?
So definitely like that series, and that was one of the mech series that I was exposed to initially, but also other shows like in movies like Appleseed. The original Appleseed movie is...
It's not really a mech one. I guess it kind of is.
Well, yeah, which I don't know if we want to lump that in. But so movies like that, I don't know if we want to consider Macross Plus or the Macross series in general. But they transform, but they're not giant mechs, so I don't know if we want to if we want to loop those in. But as far as
there is a point like where you've verged outside of mechs because they don't join together, or what vehicles that don't become mechs are a different brand from like just Transformers or something.
True,
because Gigantor is just a giant robot that has a little boy that follows him around.
Yeah,
that's just still creepy.
I mean, the 60s.
Well, there's a thing is like, does a mech have to transform? Is it just a big robot suit? What is the technical term for a mech?
Just a big robot.
Okay.
Because if you want to look at like Toho history, Mechagodzilla is a mech.
Is it really?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
You are our chief source on this matter. You know all about it. Just like
Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. So as far as mechs in general are concerned, Appleseed and Macross are my first exposures and my first loves for that. If we want to talk about giant mechs, then the Gundam series is where it's at.
Gundam.
Gundam.
Or Gundam Josette.
I mean, I will agree with you probably because you've watched more of it than I have. But what I've seen, I will agree with you on that. The Beast King Go Lion, fun as it is to say, is better than Voltron. But Voltron from the 80s is still vastly better than the mech show that we got for the longest time in the 90s and the 2000s and still going even now, Power Rangers.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
It is still going. It's
crap.
over on Disney XD and is still running. It's like in its 23rd iteration, but that's because the
Japanese show's still going.
Super Sentai it's just done its most recent one, and it was it like 3 moms are now the Power Rangers or
I
something.
totes want to see that, by the way.
Yeah.
It actually is. I'm
Yeah.
not joking.
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
no, I've seen previews for it. It
Yeah.
is awesome. Three mamas that were originally, I guess, like Power Rangers.
So
type
like
characters,
Kimberly and Trina and then Tommy.
It was Trini, not Trina.
Cares.
God.
I cannot care about this one bit.
The Green Ranger was the best Ranger in
Yep.
the story. We can stop this.
No,
I will
he was
fight
not.
you. He could blow.
He was like-
blow a sword flute through his mask that had no air holes.
No, he was brainwashed and bad in the beginning. The real fucking rock of that show was Jason because he kept everyone
Wait.
together.
Was he the red one?
Yes.
Screw Jason.
Jason was a dick.
He was
She ran
such
too.
a jock. Oh my god. I
he
like
was
I
an
like the
idiot.
White Ranger,
That was
Green Ranger
still Tommy.
combo.
They're the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still in the Power Rangers.
He
Yeah.
actually is because he just came back again. I think.
And
There's
every-
like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And Tommy's been like every color on the show at this point, hasn't he? Because he was green and white, and then
Green and white
And
and
red.
then green.
no,
was-
but no, he was
He was red for a little bit.
was he
too, I
red
think.
on the Turbo?
I think
I want to say he was yellow on a more recent show because like curiosity got the better of me, and I dived into that well on Wikipedia, and I'm still paying for it.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I only watched like the first few iterations of it, and then just got to a point
So
where
Power Rangers and Zeo and Turbo.
well no, Power
No,
Rangers
sorry,
Ninja
I mean,
or
in the sense of like cast.
Oh,
Like-
seasons.
so that would be that. Well, there's Power Rangers, and then the show went for 3 seasons, and they ran out of material off the first 2.
Yeah, he did Power Rangers TV show, then Alien Rangers, Rangers Zero, Rangers Turbo, and Rangers Dino Thunder,
So 5
and Wild
so far.
Force,
So 6 now.
and SPD,
So 7 now.
and Mega Force,
So 8 now.
Super
Are you
Ninja
serious?
Steel.
Has he been in
Holy
all of these?
crap.
Yep. I'm looking at. I mean, according to Wikipedia.com,
I mean,
he's been
I
in
can't-
a shit ton of Power Rangers.
I can't fault him. He has a career now because of this show, and he's pretty much the only one
Yeah,
to have continued with it this long. Because I think Billy stuck around for one like
Season, just-
zero.
no,
Zeo? No,
I thought he quit in the first season.
no. Billy was the blue one,
Yeah,
right?
I thought he quit.
Billy was through Zeo. He was just unpowered in Zeo, and then
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And Tommy continued all the way. I want to say through to Turbo.
He was in Dino Thunder. He was green, and then he was white, and then he was red in Zeo and Turbo, and then he was black in Dino Thunder.
Which means that because he was red, he also showed up in that 30th anniversary or 20th anniversary season where like all the Red Rangers showed up again.
Yeah.
Why do I know this? I didn't even see the episode.
I'm so in love right now.
So who actually cares about the Power Rangers at this table? Because I don't.
I liked the first season enough, I mean, just because I was a kid. And then when I saw that stupid Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze, it killed it for me.
No, the movie is amazeballs.
Yeah, if you like dumb stuff.
It's amazeballs.
I'm not getting in the middle of this. So I've
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I've watched that movie twice now, and it was dumb both times.
Yeah, I remember that was one of the first times as a kid I remembered watching a movie being like, this is stupid. I could write something better than this. And then I did. Power Rangers
Inspiring.
fan fiction.
Very inspiring.
I've read a couple of those. They're horrifying.
Not mine.
I
I was
didn't
the,
read yours,
I was
no.
the star of all of it. And the Yellow Ranger and I
Were you Tommy?
Wait, what? Yeah, what color were you?
would obviously be the Black Ranger.
Off.
Nice.
Off.
The Mauve Ranger.
I was ochre.
Now, did you still have the Mastodon Zord, or was
Duh,
it?
the Mastodon Zord was the
Okay.
best.
Yeah, you don't want to have the frog.
You don't.
Were the mechs from the movie the same as the mechs from the Ninja series that came afterwards? Because I know they're
think
like
so.
vaguely related, but they're different continuities.
Yeah. I don't remember because that was when Josh started growing up and started getting the internet. So Power Rangers kind of stopped.
And then you went to like those those websites
Yeah.
that allowed you to make your own Power Ranger, and then
Yeah.
you put yourself in the black suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I danced a little bit. It was cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Of course, the only song that was available on the internet at the time was Cotton Eye Joe, so.
You know, I would pay to see you in a Black Ranger suit dancing to that. I'm just putting that out there.
I mean, teenage Josh wasn't as fat as current Josh.
I will
He had no
host
body
that on the
fat.
website right now. I'm just saying. So, but what was going on around the time? There were other shows that came out around the time of Power Rangers that all basically like,
VR
did the same-
Rangers.
VR Troopers,
VR Troopers,
Troopers.
Are you
Yeah.
talking First Rangers? Because I mean, a lot of shows have come out.
Well, but they were all basically from Sabin, and they were all basically using the same format because Power Rangers was a giant success, and they're like, okay, this was cool. Let's go steal other Japanese shows and do this. So it's like VR
VR
Troopers
Troopers.
and Big Bad Beetle Butts
Borgs.
or something.
Beetleborgs.
And then somehow they crossed over with the TMNT like the
Yeah.
Power Rangers did, and I don't even know how that worked because the TMNT were not in like the original show. So I having not watched it, I don't know how that crossover even could function.
I vaguely remember it, but I don't know if it's just because you're projecting your memory on me.
It's just bad. I just know
So-
that live action show was bad. Was there any other shows from that era from Sabin that came out?
I'm sure there
You watched
were.
them all, Josette.
Yeah.
Not
Bill
all.
Nerd.
Only the good ones.
That was none of them were. So clearly you watched all of them.
Don't listen to him, folks. Beetleborgs was awesome.
That's why I had 1 season, 2 seasons.
That's how good it was. It only needed 2.
It told its whole story. It was like Twin Peaks, man. There you go. That's that. In case you were wondering, Big Bad Beetleborgs is the Twin Peaks of the Power Rangers universe. Just putting that out there.
Hey,
Does David Lynch know this?
Who do you think was involved in it, Josh?
Actually, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that after the success of Power Rangers, there was just so many like different
Clones.
clones of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can't remember all of them.
No, and then like somewhere after the movie, like Power Rangers, like then continued onwards for a whole bunch of seasons, but it never seemed as popular as it was after that movie came out. Like that pretty much killed it for that whole genre. And then at a certain point, it moved to Disney, and then it moved on to Disney XD, and no one's really, unless you're 10, you don't care about it anymore.
I think there's still a pretty big following, Power Ranger conventions and stuff. So I think it's just like anything else from like, I think we're all a little old for that 90s bump, you know?
I mean, I'm sure there's probably 35-year-old men that are still into it, just like there's 35-year-old men that are into like My Little Pony and stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a little different level. Like, I'm 35. I really love the Ghostbusters still.
yeah,
I'm not
but,
35 either.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm 34.
to be fair,
To be fair.
to be fair. But to be fair, I mean, those movies when they came out weren't intended for kids anyway. The first
That's true.
Ghostbusters was really for 35-year-old men to begin with.
And the real Ghostbusters still holds up.
The first 2 seasons, before like Slimer really became a bigger
Yeah.
thing, it became Slimer and the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, when Straczynski was writing it, and
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall was Winston
Yeah, see? That's the show.
So
before
Max-
Dave Coulier.
Huh? Mechs, yes. So then the Power Rangers and the Ghostbusters teamed up, and they had made Ghost Mechs, and right?
Hey,
I'm
that could be the
trying to get
next,
back to Ghostbusters for
So-
you.
next iteration of
But
Ghostbusters.
the most important question is Transformers considered a mech show?
No,
Because it's Hasbro.
because
Or
they're not
Mattel.
giant though. They
are.
they remain the same size as they were like the truck. Optimus Truckimus, Truckimus Prime.
Truckimus Prime.
God,
Sebastian.
I'm no longer in love with you.
But no, the Truckazord. He transforms and he's basically the same size as Truckman as he was as Truck.
Yeah, but Megatron, who's the gun,
Yeah, but he's a
Like-
giant gun.
that's my point.
But isn't he a giant gun?
But he
and-
had the touch and the power.
But wasn't he also a jet? Didn't he have 3 transforms? Didn't he go
think
from jet to gun to man?
Starscream was the jet.
Was it?
Yes.
But I think this is a different thing because I think mechs aren't mechs human powered, and even though
true.
Transformers are
That's fair.
That's fair.
sentient
That is
beings,
fair.
they're not human powered.
Yeah,
I was
no.
trying to find
Yeah.
find the definition. I think Rebecca hit the nail
Oh,
on the
yeah.
head.
That was well done right there.
Score.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
contributed.
Yeah, because I
Damn,
mean,
I'm done.
you have the Constructicons. I know that name, but apparently
I
I don't
was-
know Constructimus. No, I mean I think they actually were called the Constructicons because there was those and there was the Dinobots, and then I don't don't know any of their other
I
names.
fucking love the
Tructimus
Beast
Prime.
Wars.
Beast Wars.
Yes.
Beast Wars.
Beasts.
Oh my fucking god.
My
Love it.
favorite
Okay.
Beast Wars Transformer was Spiderhawk.
Oh, Spiderhawk is so good.
Spiderhawk.
But
Wait.
okay. Did anyone else have a crush on like the White Tiger in Beast Wars? 'Cause-
Pseudo pacifist kind of
Yeah.
like Buddhist one. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I had a crush. He was cool. I wouldn't say I had a crush on him.
And then the love between the
What?
White Tiger dude and the Hawk girl.
Oh, the hot girl. She could
Yeah.
get it. She could get it. You can quote me on that. I'm going to say it again.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
She could get it.
From Beast Wars.
She could
I
get it.
didn't watch.
Your little quote on your blur.
I want you to realize the most Transformers I have seen of anything is literally the Michael Bay ones, and it's only because
It's pronounced Transformers.
I haven't even.
It's pronounced Transformers.
With
I
the
haven't-
with the main character Gluteus Maximus.
No, I know his name is Tructimus Prime. Okay, we've already established this. That's because I've never seen a single episode of the show.
I mean, they're Terabad.
Well, you know, Optimus Prime wasn't always a truck, so you have to call him Optimus Prime. He used to be a gorilla.
Well, at one point in Beast Wars, wasn't he Optimus Primal? Wasn't that what his name was in the Beast Wars show? Somehow I picked that up.
Oh, no one liked the gorilla.
No one liked any of them.
We literally just established that the Hawk one could get it.
Spider Hawk.
And
So-
the spunky rebellious cheetah one.
Oh, he was a dick. He could not
Because
get it.
he was like the rookie. He was like the kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And he
like the
died.
cheetah guy too.
He didn't
Yeah,
die.
he did.
Yeah,
die.
he did.
It was super sad.
Spoiler alert, Jesus.
Yeah. I actually don't know if he did or not.
No, I
I'm
don't
pretty sure he
recall
did,
him.
though.
I'm pretty sure he did because I remember being emotionally distraught at some
And-
point.
well, he definitely-
or it was the
not
White
definitely
Tiger
in
guy.
I thought it was the second
I don't
Beast
know.
Wars.
I don't know.
And Beast Machine?
Yeah. Robots.
There was
alert.
in
two of them?
disguise. Yeah,
Yeah.
Beast Wars and Beast Machine.
Beast Machine is when they were able to get off of the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
got
were.
off on the planet, and
Why is
No,
this a thing?
no,
I
okay.
feel dumber for this now.
I want to backpedal a little bit. Mike, you were correct. Optimus Primal
Oh yeah,
was
2 points for Fink.
was
you guys sharing points now.
Sure, why not?
yeah, he was the protagonist in the Beast Wars television series.
I mean, he's
he a
only the
gorilla?
protagonist
He is-
if you didn't agree with. If,
Sometimes called Optimal Optimus.
that was dumb.
That is
really
dumb.
That is really dumb. I'm going with Primal. That's much better.
Cheetor.
Cheetor.
Wasn't he on Thundercats?
That's
Tiger
Chitara.
Or,
Oh.
Yeah, there's the tiger guy that came in later in the series,
Panthera.
and then
That's Anthrax.
the rat
That's
Pantera.
Pantera.
and the rhino,
I really liked
Yeah.
Pantera on Beast
Rhinox.
Wars.
and then the Black Widow-esque character that
Played by
decided to
Scarlett
become
Johansson.
good.
Ooh. What's up, Scarlett Johansson?
Scarjo. Hello.
Not that kind of Beast Machine.
But getting back to our original topic, because we've wandered down this
Oh.
well for a while.
You mean Code Geass?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Code Geass.
Is that a
Yeah,
mech show?
it
Yes.
is. But it's at least
It's pretty.
half mech.
Yeah, it's more people oriented than mech.
half mech.
Yeah,
It's like what Evangelion wanted to be.
Yeah, and it has like this
Animal.
magic
Around.
thing.
Half man, half mech.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Manimal.
Manimal.
man.
So is Airwolf considered a mech?
Isn't that just some people that drive around in a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that
then
a
no.
mech?
No.
Oh.
Okay, but getting back onto track for just a little bit so we can wrap this up because we've wandered way off base at this point.
I just want to give you
That
a
was
good
what
fun
I was getting us back to.
project to edit.
Yeah, that'll be entertaining to say the least. Voltron, the new Voltron.
Yes.
New Voltron.
I haven't seen it.
Same great taste.
The best.
I
Is it
think
by
it's fantastic.
DreamWorks?
Yeah, it is by
didn't
DreamWorks
know that.
Animation.
It
yeah.
is amazeballs.
It is
it?
fantastic.
Why'd you watch it without me?
Because you wouldn't watch it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Because it had Voltron in the name and it didn't say Beast King Go Lion, Legendary Defender.
And it was anime-esque, and you're like, I'm going through this weird phase where I hate anime.
What is that? I'm the only one allowed to hate anime.
No, I didn't hate it. Just after a while, it was just like, all right, I need to watch something that's not so crippling, depressing, and blech.
That's not Voltron.
Watch Voltron. It'll
Yeah.
pick you up. Well, I guess until the end.
We were watching Slayers now and Berserk.
Berserk.
How
That's
is
the thing with
Berserk an up
the
movie?
aliens
It's
that move
not.
around. You have to shoot them, right? That was the Atari game. Berserk.
Yeah.
Is that
Space
based on the
Invaders.
anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Berserk with a Z, though.
It's
The
like,
game was.
it's like I'm gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist. I want to be happy.
Does that one have a mech in it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
No.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
that
It's
one dude-
anime. They all have mechs in them.
I mean, he's a giant robot.
Fruits
Well,
Basket
is that-
probably has
no.
mechs
It's
in
controlled
it. for
by
all-
a person.
He's a soul inside of a suit of armor.
It's
It's
not-
not really
not
a
a mech.
robot. There's no gears.
Oh,
think
I
it
just
needs
realized
gears.
I don't care.
No, we are talking about Voltron because I have to talk specifically about. Oh my gosh, they even have scuff marks on the mech. Like,
That's
what
cool.
mechs
Yeah.
in any series has had scuff marks? Maybe
It's like the John
Ghost in the
McClane
Shell.
of
Yeah, I know,
mechs.
right?
That's
And-
cool.
About the only
Yeah.
thing I would say is I really wish, because they put the scuff marks on the Voltron right at the start of the show, that it would have been nice to see it get more scuffed over time.
That is true.
Yeah, it's the same level of scuffed throughout the series, and they do some cool stuff with the mechs. There's a few different minor things I would have liked for them to fix, like when they start. The various characters at one point, some of them drop out of the team, and other characters take up spots on the team, and they have their own armor colors to match their mechs. It would have been nice, or the lions, if you want to call it that. It would have been nice if the people, when they changed lions, eventually changed their armor to match the lions.
Yeah, that did bug me as
Yeah,
well.
because the princess is pink, and she gets to remain pink throughout the entire show, even though
Spoilers.
despite the fact that the mech she drives at one point is not pink. So it would have been nice if they did a little more, I'm an artist. It would have been nice if they did a little more color coordination, because I'm anal retentive like that. There were some other things that they added in that they could have introduced in a more interesting way to integrate better into the show. I really the last couple seasons I enjoyed, but I don't feel like I enjoyed them as much as the early seasons.
Yeah, there was more going on, more kind of character development, and I don't know, maybe it's just the natural flow of the story about wrapping things up,
Focus
things
less on the characters, focus more on the story.
kind of like that. I mean, we did see characters who grew tremendously in the last bit,
Certainly.
like Lance, most especially, I
Yes.
think, but
The potato chip guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was more fun in the beginning because it was more lighthearted and less, oh my gosh, everything's going to cease to exist if we don't get our crap together.
It did get kind of dour by the end. Yeah.
But
Good
I mean,
story, but yeah.
but I mean, I guess that, I mean, it can't just all be happy sunshine and rainbows as much as I would like it to be.
Isn't that pretty much all that My Little Pony does? Or does
They deal with some serious shit on My Little Pony.
did they
Thank
introduce
you.
mechs, and are they battling now because that
I mean,
was,
No,
the My
they-
Little Pony movie kind of had mechs in it.
They didn't
was a giant
go.
spaceship
They didn't go the
or
giant
ship.
robot route. They went with the Sailor Moon transforming route
okay.
with their costuming and such.
I didn't realize people in Sailor Moon transformed. Does one of them
yeah.
become Tructimus Prime? 'Cause
No, the Pretty Princess transforming. My Little Pony went that
I
route.
really don't understand anything we're talking about in this episode.
And there was a poor pony whose horn was broken, and she had to deal.
Yeah, and she had
That's-
Pikachu-like powers.
That's not, yeah. Or
Maybe even
I
Raichu.
really do
Yeah,
feel
glitch.
dumber after all this.
Yeah, so that's some serious stuff right there. That could
They
put a pony
cried
down.
at one point. My daughter looked at me with her 6-year-old eyeballs and was like, "Daddy, friendship is magic." And I was like, "Yeah, girl."
Get it.
So are we good on this topic now? Do we feel like we've said all we need to say?
Favorite Voltron character? Or Beast King Go Lion character?
I really want to see more of this Truckimus Prime.
He's not in Voltron though. What's your favorite Voltron or Beast King
Mac.
character?
I don't know.
Anyone that's not the blue whiny one with glasses.
Was green was glasses.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It was
So anyone-
Pidge.
Green.
You don't like the Pidge from the original series?
No, he could die.
Oh.
I hate him.
Well, I mean,
okay, original Pidge probably.
The American one, the Japanese Go Lion wasn't as bad, but the American one, I just want to slap him in the head. Even when I was a kid.
I think my
like
favorite
4.
on the new show actually is Pidge. New show, not old show.
Can we start calling him Pudge?
No. Yeah, you should watch the new show because Pidge is
Pitch is awesome.
Where would I
Really
even
cool.
find it?
here.
Netflix.
We own it.
Surprisingly, despite the fact that, I review everything on the show or the website, we still haven't managed to put anything up about Voltron.
Really? I
Yeah.
could have sworn I did.
You were supposed to write something.
Oh, wow, wow.
I thought you wrote it.
You never did.
I thought I did write it.
If you did, you never gave it to me to post on the website.
Huh. Well, how about that?
How about that? Your favorite character since you asked?
I like Keith. I like
Sexy
Pidge.
Keith time?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like you wouldn't believe. Keith is my favorite, even though I don't tend to like the characters who pick the color red.
You don't go
But-
for Old Man Shiro?
No, he's okay. And I mean, the whole Sheath thing. Shiro and Keith.
That just sounds really sexual.
Right?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
That's what I
it
thought
is.
too.
Oh
Like,
my god.
It's
like-
very.
Is that
Keith is my man.
who do you vote for?
I don't know his name, but like the handler butler guy to the princess
From the new show?
from the new show.
Oh my god, he irritates me so much.
I think he's hilarious.
I mean, he's voiced by a fantastic Australian or New Zealand comedian, but
You're looking at me like I know, but I don't.
no, he's
Jermaine Clement.
No, it's not.
no, it's not him. It's the werewolf guy from.
Oh, I need to watch that because I love that dude.
Yeah, he's in it, and I mean he's funny, but the character's kind of irritating me. But apparently you like him.
Well, and it's because he overdotes, like he mother hens and stuff. And
Oh, that doesn't sound anything like you.
shut up. But to have a character who's a male that's doing that, who's then voiced by that guy, because you can like he doesn't change his voice. It
No,
sounds
it sounds
just
exactly
like him.
like him.
So
So
it's
it's just
pretty
like Korg
hilarious.
from Thor Ragnarok. It's the same guy, isn't it?
No,
No,
the from Flight of the Conchords, their manager.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. I thought it was.
I didn't think he was in Thor. Oh no, you're right. He is in Thor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Korg.
Oh, it's
Isn't he?
No, but it wasn't Didn't the director?
Oh yeah, that's right. He was
Yeah.
that. Never mind.
I just assumed that.
All New Zealanders sound the same.
I know.
the character's name is Koran,
Koran, yeah.
and by
That's what I
Rhys Darby.
Reese Darby.
Reese Darby.
Yeah, I think it's Reese. Yeah. Darby. Anyway, are we good? Have we talked this out now?
You didn't say your favorite one.
Yeah,
I did. I
Mike.
said Pidge.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
I started the Pidge thing. Pidge was mine. You can't have Pidge now. And on
Pidge
that,
is
My
Nice.
favorite's
Oh.
Voltron.
my favorite character on Voltron is the Voltron.
And it was nice that they
To-
had.
Well, to speak on the cats though, like the one of the things
Did you
that
say
I
cats?
Cats.
the cat robots,
Meow.
They had cat robots?
the lions.
Oh, I'm
Right.
dumb.
Oh, I thought you were just fucking
Oh,
with me.
I was very confused.
Jesus.
So
The
speaking
cat
on the lines,
robots.
yeah,
The
They-
one thing that I appreciated about the new show is that they actually tried to give each of the robot lions like kind of like a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them are sassy and some of them are
Red is hot-headed and like
Yeah.
faster than the other ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool. And I liked how they were different sizes. Like the ones that are the legs are more bulky. And the
purposely
one.
and purposely slower for that
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, and the ones that are arms are more slender and quick. And I mean, even like the action figures, you could tell they're the mouths. And it mimics it exactly in the show, too, how the mouths for the green lion and the red lion have a little opening to where, oh, they can hold the shield and they can hold the sword, whereas the mouths for the yellow lion and the blue lion are like straight up closed because they're just feet.
You've
Feet.
noticed more about details about the show than he.
Oh my
apparently
gosh,
have.
I nerd out about this
You
and how to
really
train
do.
your dragon, so yeah.
Wow.
That wasn't one of your top
like
fives.
No,
Oh yeah.
it wasn't.
Well, you know,
Disappointed.
naps.
Naps. That's
Fair.
true.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Anyway, this has been Not So Live from Asteroid G. I am Mike Finkelstein.
I am also Mike Finkelstein.
You are not Mike Finkelstein.
I'm Mike Finkelstein.
I'm Mike Finkelstein.
I'm Mike Finkelstein.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.